This is one of my pieces that I wrote in reference to old time Trinidad, reference to old time Christmas. It is, remembering the old time Christmas. And the title of this piece is called Remember When. The cleaning used to start around mid-November, right after Diwali. Man, every man jack had to work, was scrubbing, painting, and vanishing. I telling some youth the other day about vanish. They watch me like I talk in French. We had to vanish all them chair and all them door. It had a smell, a kind of Christmas smell. We used to have to go down on our knees too and polish the floor. You remember chief polish, elbow grease, and a glass of sorrel, and you had to see your face in the floor. Mommy coming round to inspect. What about Ocida oil? That used to give them furniture some gloss, boy. Scrub the yard, paint the flower pots, and all them white stone round the almond tree. Hey, you remember them big, heavy duck, chicken, and swan that used to be in the gallery? Lord, we had to scrub them and whitewash that too. I never forget the Sacred Heart picture of Jesus in my grandmother gallery. The eyes in that picture used to follow me wherever I go. It watching me, especially when I just thief something from the kitchen or interfere with my brother and them. I wouldn't forget all them wares that lock up whole year in the cabinet under lock and key. We had to take them out one by one and wash them and dry them and shine them and yes, pack them back. But once them activities start, we know Christmas coming. When I was smaller and I hear Christmas coming, I used to think about this grand occasion coming on the bus that used to stop every hour out by the junction by Ramadan shop. I ain't play, I was stupid now. I remember it like yesterday when we had to put down linoleum. That was a task. First, it wasn't so weak and feeble like nowadays. It was thick and it was heavy. It was pressure. Take two big man long time to put down linoleum. Now, they just call it vinyl and you could pack it in a high-low bag. That had a real Christmas smell too, boy. So wait, I ain't finished. We had to scrub yard. You hear what I say? Scrub yard with yard broom, soap powder, and tall boots. Them days, yard broom hard like algebra, lasting you 2-3 years. That used to be with horsey too. All by Miss Maud shop, we go on with the horse broom. Now it's a set of shiny broom. One good scrub and bratax it break. Them young people watch me like I'm mad. They ask me about power wash. Power wash? The power was in your back and the wash was in your swing and your scrub. I trying to explain this young man about Christmas Carol and he asking me where she living. So I had to explain once was November into December, you had to have a special copybook and you used to write down all the carols and had to learn them in school. And every morning, man, we singing we heart out. Nowadays, you ain't even hearing about carols again. Only who neighbor want to paint, who want breakfast in bed, and who are missing. And yes, Tanti Yulen, Chinese parang my foot. Wang, wang, wang. Man, nowadays, take the parang and mash it up. Mr. Lopez from Mount Pleasant must be turning in the grave. And Clarita Rivas, the true first parang queen, who was there long before Daisy came on the scene. So let me talk about food. Fruit cake left, right, and center. Fruit soaking since last December. Soaked down with punch and rum and bun and nose. Pastel baking, ham making, puncha creme and sorrel mixing. I remember when it was only around Christmas time, you could have seen apple and grapes. Long time. Wasn't no pre-cooked ham, You mad? You couldn't bring that in my mother house. Was star ham in bag, good soaked down, cured down, and salted ham. And yes, you had to boil that down in a prep pitch oil tin on an outside fire. I know, them still figuring out, what is pitch oil? Pork, beef, chicken and plenty bacon. Food had to last until next year, which always seemed so far away when we heard it as little children, and was only 1 week. We had to go with Papa and cut a Christmas tree down by the river in Mr. Babuji land. I one with a good branch and a strong stump. Then we would tote it back up to the house, clean it down, paint it up white, stick it down in a bucket of red sand, and wait on Mommy to start decorating. No man dare interfere with them decorations before Mommy. You remember angel hair? We had to string angel hair all over the tree and wrap the lights. For Christmas long time, we had about 1 million extension cord, tie up, tape up, and hang up. Them days didn't have LED lights, so everybody used to brace for that January light bulb. But we lighting up still. Firecracker, scratch bomb, no son, we didn't have that. We had carbide and bussing bamboo. 1 year, I nearly burn out my eyebrow with bussing bamboo, yes? So every day, we peeping under the tree. But how come we ain't seeing no gifts for we? Then one morning, just before Christmas, a set of gifts appear. Every year, you're sure to see. For the boys, caps gun, piano, mouth organ, and tic-tac, 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 tic-tac. Girls, tea set, kitchen set, comb and brush set, and dolly. And don't forget, xylophone, ping pong ping, ping pong ping, whole day. Finally, 1 year, my father realized I have absolutely no musical inclination, and I stopped getting xylophone. A year we get a train set. Everybody had to play with it. Not a good idea. Wrong and wrong and wrong. Till my little brother take it off the track, let it go on the shiny wood floor, and it end up under the tree, bounce down a home sweet home lamp, and nearly burn down Mommy gallery. Hey, I almost forget about snake and ladders. You must get that. Remember window shopping? No, son. Not online shopping. We used to go downtown on a Sunday evening and walk wrong. Real families walking wrong. Safe and watching and wishing. Remember Woolworth, Steveman Johnson, Kopalani, and Habib's? But somehow, my father always used to end up in Bata. One thing for sure, Christmas long time was a one love. Everybody lived like one happy family, shared the little belongings, and lived like one. The neighbors was over by you, and you over by them. Well, except for Miss Agnes, because everybody used to say, she too fast. You always had to run over by the neighbor to borrow a cake pan, a this or a that, or ask back for something for Mommy. Well, Christmas Eve night finally reached. And up to this living day, I don't know why these women in my life, my grandmother, my mother, and now my wife, had to wait until midnight last hour to hang up curtain. Lord, 10 days, you know your window 4 feet wide, and the curtain rod 2 feet long, and you had to stretch your navel string out to get it to hook on the concrete nail, one end to the next. You know how much cap I get to pull and stretch curtain rod? If curtain rod could have talked. Now they have chrome rod, Papa, with ends and with extension, answered prayers, yes, like suitcase with wheels. But Christmas morning for sure, jump high or low, you're getting up early, socks and shoes, nice Dan, and all man Jack, captain to cook, marching off to church. You was making sure that Christmas morning was for church. Long-time families bring up your children with real values, yes? You know, in all this melee, the parang side with the duduk and the box guitar had to pass. And we house was a must stop. Daddy used to look forward to this, and he encouraged and groomed all his son and them to make sure and host the parang side. He used to go under his bed and pull out a bottle of White Star rum, a case of carrot from the back cover down with the overall. You know those days you had to buy your ice and put it down. Block ice from the ice truck that used to pass and stop by Daddy to take a shot before they continue up the road. Mommy used to watch Daddy like a hawk when the Parang side reached. She used to quarrel with him, how he liked to show off and share up all she think, and he never had. Them two used to be going at it all the time, but was good memories. Iron Liner, Christmas long ago was good memories. Memories that will live on for a long, long time. The love that we shared, we can't share no more. Times change so much. People change so much. But you know what is good? It's good to look back sometimes and hold on to the foundation that we were brought up by. Let's remember when and keep Jesus in our Christmas forever.